Bro, I seen that nigga Rakai cancel this shit because the MrBeast shit. That shit low-key fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I low-key wanted to look into that shit and watch that shit, bro. But that shit looked like it was finna be fired. Rakai fucking stopped his shit, bro, because I guess the school was getting threats or something like that. That shit was crazy.
So Rakai had this stream planned where he was going to go to an actual boarding school, lean into the whole narrative that he needs discipline, and stream the entire experience. The school had agreed to it, dates were set, it was being promoted, people were genuinely curious, and then the school pulled out. Not because they had second thoughts about Rakai's reputation, even though they should have, but because they started receiving death threats. An actual educational institution with actual staff and actual students had to withdraw from a content collaboration because Rakai's fan base was threatening them.
School he was gonna stream at today for this boarding school stream had pulled out from the stream because of all the threats they're getting. So Rakai did come out with a statement about all this, saying that he is sorry and all he wants to do is make content. Due to the MrBeast video, the school received death threats and pulled back with working with us. I love y'all so much and I promise I'm gonna make it happen.
Now, to understand why any of this happened, you have to go back to the MrBeast video, because that is where the current wave of chaos started. Rakai was one of the creators invited to participate in MrBeast's Streamer Box Challenge, a massive event, $1 million on the line, creators from all over the world competing. And Rakai went in with a clear strategy. Be the villain, play dirty, do whatever it takes to stay in the game and get the most screen time doing it. He held people in front of him during challenges to use them as human shields, which by any reasonable standard is cheating. And he taunted eliminated players on their way out. He wanted to be the heel of the video. He got what he wanted.
Nah, the problem was he grabbed me. I do whatever it takes to win. Any means possible. And with that, we have...
The problem is that some of the people he targeted were major figures in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community, creators with enormous, deeply loyal fan bases. And when Rakai eliminated Rubius, who is from Spain, not Mexico, which is relevant in about 3 seconds, he told him to go back to Mexico. Just said it, out loud, on camera, in front of everyone.
Mind that Rakai is a person who thought I was from Mexico because he made a comment a bit racist, I must say, like go back to Mexico, something like that, in a way, something like that he said, and I was like, okay, fine, guys.
Finally, I am Mexican.
He said something like that. I don't remember what he said. I mean, I think he said it during the live stream.
Rubius is Spanish, not Mexican, not from any Spanish-speaking country in Latin America. Rakai just took every Spanish-speaking person on the planet and collapsed them into one category, which is exactly as bad as it sounds. The response from the Spanish YouTube community was immediate, and it was not quiet. They went into every comment section Rakai had. They flooded his Instagram. The amount of hate coming at him was genuinely intense, to the point where Rubius himself had to come out and tell his own fanbase to calm down. Think about that. The person Rakai insulted had to publicly ask his fans to stop going after Rakai. And even after that, the threats kept coming, all the way to the boarding school that had agreed to host the stream. So the boarding school stream, which was supposed to be Rakai's way of acknowledging the criticism and turning it into content, got killed by the exact same behavior that made people think he needed a boarding school in the first place. He dug the hole and then couldn't climb into the one thing that might have helped him get out of it. The advice floating around at the time was fair. Next time, keep the school private. Don't announce it in advance. Don't publish a trailer. That is how you protect something like that. Rakai's team did the opposite. Now, before we go any further, it is worth actually addressing the education problem properly, because the boarding school is the headline, but the real story starts much earlier than that. Rakai is 17 years old and he dropped out of high school to stream, and plenty of people have done that and been fine. The difference is that most of them can string a sentence together without losing the word halfway through. There is a viral clip, and it really did go viral, titled "Rakai Speaks 0 Languages." The reason it blew up is not because people were being cruel for the sake of it. It is because people could not understand what he was saying. Not in an accent way, in a broken sentence structure, mispronounced basic words, genuinely unclear communication kind of way. That is a different thing entirely.
But listen, like how look.
Yo, run that by me again, bro. Yo, is he the first
human being that speaks 0 languages, bro?
Like, bro, I gave you a chance. I slowed it down and made sure that I heard you properly, and it turns out
you need to be on that Kai ABC mouse plan, because whatever you got going on, bro, You can't communicate to save your life, gang.
Awesome. Wish I, yeah, you could get a little bit of something, right?
Wow, man.
Check any?
Bro, so what do you do? Like this? I'm like, why on the phone? What? What about this? On the phone. What? What about this? Bro, that's what the fuck you doing? Never forget the bev. Never. Don't ever talk back saying you forgot your drink.
Then there is the ethnicity clip.
What's your ethnicity?
My what?
Ethnicity.
Huh?
What's your ethnicity? What's your ethnicity? Wait, I'm saying it wrong. What's your what's it called? Oh, ethnicity.
What does that mean?
Wait, Chad, what's it called? How you say that right there?
Ethnicity?
Ethnicity, yeah, my bad. Ethnicity.
Like Caucasian?
Oh, you're Caucasian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cause you could have been like anything else. I don't know. It's like that.
Yeah.
Now, forgetting a word happens to everyone. That is not the point. The point is, when you put that clip alongside everything else, the reading videos, the geography moment, the consistent pattern of basic knowledge gaps, it stops being a one-off and starts being a picture. Here's what bothers me about all of this. When a regular kid cannot read properly at 17, something happens. Teachers flag it, parents get called, extra support gets arranged. The system, imperfect as it is, tries to catch it. But when it is happening live on Twitch, it does not get caught. It gets clipped. It gets shared. His fans defend it. He is young. He is making money. He does not need school. And the kid keeps going, thinking everything is all right because nobody in his immediate circle is willing to say that it is not. The message that sends to the younger viewers watching him is genuinely worrying. You don't need school. You don't need to be able to communicate. You just need personality and chaos. That is a dangerous thing to be teaching kids at scale. And Rakai has scale. So Kai Cenat, Rakai's mans, tried to actually do something about it. During Mafiathon 3, he hired a real tutor named Miss Emmy to homeschool Rakai and his friend Toda. The idea was to give them a proper structure so they could balance the streaming life with at least some education. It was a genuine attempt to address a real problem. Miss Emmy was patient, professional, and by all accounts, came in with the right energy. On the very first day, they showed up late. Not slightly late enough that it had to be addressed on camera, even though the classroom was just the next room. And Rakai's response was not to apologize and move on, it was to argue about it.
It was late. I know, right here in the Bible.
No, listen. Not right now, fly right now.
Stop staying.
I was not late. I was there.
RP Rakai chat. He came in. RP Rakai chat. Nah, it's not about 1 minute late. I woke up about 11:55. Their room is across the hallway from the class. No. Yes. No. I was not late, bro. That is. I being bad. You late. You late. Secondly, why was he in the classroom so much?
There was no commute. There was no traffic. The classroom was across the hall from where he slept, and he was still arguing about whether he was late. But being late was just the opening act. Once the actual class started, Rakai and Toda were throwing food at each other. Not a quick moment that passed. Sustained, repeated food throwing that made it impossible for Miss Emmy to continue teaching. She had to physically stand between them. The more people tried to calm things down, the more Rakai leaned into it, laughing, deflecting, treating the whole thing like it was just another stream moment, rather than a class a real adult had come in specifically to run for him.
He had to go to the bathroom once, and then he was throwing food, and he wouldn't stop, and I had to stand between them, so I said, leave so we can get something done in peace. Because they were acting up today.
Why y'all giving Miss Emmy a hard time?
I said, if you it's either you leave or I leave, and he walked out.
It got to the point where Miss Emmy gave him an ultimatum. Either he leaves or she leaves. She needed to get something done in peace, and he was making that impossible. Rakai chose to walk out of the classroom, and it still did not end there. He later cursed at her, a patient, kind woman, probably someone's mother who came to his house to help him, and he cursed at her.
It wasn't enough when you pissed off Miss Amy. It wasn't enough when you came late. It wasn't enough when you lie. It wasn't enough when you write 500 times about accountability. Guess what? Fuck Miss Amy.
Yeah, I said it.
Imagine being Miss Emmy's son and watching Rakai curse and disrespect your mom. Kai and the other adults tried everything after that. They threatened his PS5, they threatened his streaming privileges. Whether that is the right approach is a whole separate debate. The point is that real consequences were being attempted consistently, and Rakai's response to every single one of them was to laugh. Nothing stuck, no lesson landed. He mocked the consequences the same way he mocked the class, the same way he would later mock the prison intervention specialist who came in during Mafiathon and gave him a serious speech about throwing his life away at 16. To which Rakai essentially responded that he built this life himself and did not need this speech.
You good? Do you know who I am? I mean, you know him?
Really, dude? Really?
Really do. You know him?
Yes, I know you are, gang.
Then you know I don't play. And your brother brought me here for a reason, right? Do me a favor. One thing I need you to do for me, right? Don't ever disrespect me in this moment. This is a very important moment for you. I'm here for you. I do house calls with celebrities all over the country, bro. You hear me? Who are blessed like you. And sometimes it takes for somebody to come in and just speak a little life into them. That's why I'm here. He did this today because he loves you and cares about you, bro. But he's tired of you throwing your life away at 16, little bro. You got a big future ahead of you, bro. And if you don't turn this corner right now today, your future ain't gonna be the same tomorrow. That I can promise you.
Can I say real quick?
Do you understand what I said?
Yes.
My man.
I want you to look at my face. And look at my eyes, right? You see, do I give a fuck? No. I'm gonna fuck what you're talking about. I built this shit, I'm gonna fuck, I'm in it. It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
And when his own audience later felt bad for the prison doctor, to the point where one of them donated $10,000 to him, Rakai crushed out.
What? What is that?
Somebody just donated $10,000.
No way.
Really?
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that real?
Yes.
Who the fuck donated that nigga $10,000 and you donate to me? How fucking dare you donate a motherfucker on my stream $10,000 before me? Who the hell? Who the hell did that? It just fucked me.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more. And if you want to keep watching, check out the next video on your screen right now. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.